Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about something that I've been planning to talk about since the beginning of my vlogs, and it's about nicotine addiction and food addiction, or about also stopping with smoking. If you remember, in my first videos I talk a little bit about this, that I quit smoking 2 years ago. And it was a very, very important moment in my life for me, and I will tell you why. This was the first thing I had to do to make a change in my journey to health. For me, it was the absolute first thing I needed to do, because basically, as I see it, I was pumping my body full of poison, nicotine and tar. So if ever I want to achieve a healthy life, it was the first thing I have to eliminate in my life, even before I tackled the food addiction, because I had both, and maybe the food addiction is still I'm still tackling that. So, and I will tell you a bit how I achieved doing this. But first of all, I will tell you what sort of addict I was. I was a big smoker. I smoked like 2 years ago. Before I stopped, I was smoking 2 packets a day, if not more. I was a chain smoker. I smoked in every possible occasion I had. So if it was in a little break between rehearsing and practicing, if it was after eating, before eating, in social occasions, having fun, being stressed, being relaxed, in every occasion I smoked. There was no consistency, only in that I smoked all the time. And the last months before I really smoked, I had tried numerous attempts to quit, and I tried in a way that just didn't work. I had in my mind that I should stop, but that I would have a very hard time doing it, and that I would miss out of my little cigarette friends. And so when I tried to stop like that, I managed one day, it was complete torture to do that, you know. Second day I would run up the walls, third day I would ask some money for a cigarette. Yeah, so and it was a failure every time that I didn't succeed in quitting, and I was really miserable, because I felt that, oh no, this thing has such a power onto me, and I will smoke for the rest of my life. I cannot even stop. And that made me really, really, really scared. I wasn't even aware of how much power this had over me till the moment that I actually wanted to get it out of my life. So yeah, and with the scare it came that I really even more so wanted to eliminate this, you know, to quit. And then I came across a girl, a friend of mine, and she was a big smoker too. And I hadn't seen her for some months, and we were like talking, and I noticed she was not smoking. Like, Nina, what? You're not smoking? And she told me that, yeah, she finally found a way that made her stop smoking, and this is what she found. This is a very known method. It's the Allen Carr Easy Way. How it's called? Easy Way to Stop Smoking by Allen Carr. And for all of you smokers there, I think you might have heard of his name. So I gave it a shot because I was desperate, and also because if this girl Nina, who was such a smoker, was able to go cold turkey like that, I thought, okay, this must be the real deal. So I started reading this, and I will tell you a little bit about his method, because I strongly believe in it, and it helped me stop smoking, and I always wanted to help out others too, because I know that a lot of people are out there that are trying to stop smoking. They feel miserable and they just cannot do it. And maybe I hope that maybe with my vlog here I can maybe reach out to at least one person, you know, because it changes your life completely. So a nicotine addiction, it's an addiction. So addiction is defined by in dictionary it says like it's an obsession and compulsion, an independence, a physical and a psychological independence. It's very important that you have this too. And also I want to compare it with food addiction, because there are a lot of similarities and that I've noticed. And so for the people who are also interested in food addiction, I will tell a little bit about that. So it's an addiction, a physical addiction. In smoking, it means that you're addicted to a substance, and the music is too loud. And the substance here is of course nicotine. And I think a lot of smokers underestimate this physical part of the addiction. You know, I know it's a big part is mentally is the biggest part, but don't forget you're actually putting poison in your body. And what happens with nicotine, it's a very fast drug. So if you inhale it, it will go straightly to the brain, and it's even faster than heroin. Yeah, and not that I know personally, but I've read up on it. Again, it's all from this man. So it goes really fast in the bloodstream, and you go high really easily. For the persons who remember their first cigarette, you know, you remember how nauseous you felt or how lightheaded you felt. This is what you feel when you inhale. So you get a spike of nicotine in your blood, and what happens is that it goes quickly down again. So it means that to get the same rush, you have to get another cigarette. So hence the addiction. And once you're at that part in your life that you're already addicted, you will notice that you feel that you only can relax when you actually smoke, because you will say to people, yes, smoking it relaxes me. This is a complete illusion. Actually, smoking, when you smoke, you inhale the nicotine, and then the nicotine levels go up again, and then for a little moment, it doesn't last long, you feel this relief, because you're on a high again. And then it goes down again, and the more you smoke, the more immune your body gets, the more you need to smoke. So it's very important that for all you smokers there, that you understand this, how it works. And now I will compare it with food addiction. There's also, I won't say that food is a drug, because we need to eat, we need to survive, but it can be a drug. And it's actually a sugar addiction that is dangerous. So if you eat a lot of junk food and things like that, it's full of sugar. You know, if you eat or if you drink a lot of sodas or whatever, candy, full of sugar. So the same thing happens. Your sugar levels spike, and then it plummets really fast, and then you need to eat again. So it's a chain reaction. It's a vicious circle. You need to constantly get more of the stuff to feel the same high, yeah. And actually, for a smoker, this is interesting, you know, that you need to smoke to get at that point where you actually calm again, because your nicotine levels are satisfied again. But this is actually the state where you were before you were a smoker. So you see, so it's very important that you understand that. You know, if you